Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Trails in the Sky Second Chapter. Das zweite Kapitel, das die Geschichte des ersten Teiles aufgreift und weitererzählt. Ich weiß, was ein zweites Kapitel ist. Ich wollte es nur noch mal erklären für diejenigen, die sich denken, so, Second Chapter, blablabla. Ich muss auf jeden Fall noch mal sagen, es tut mir wirklich ab und zu echt leid, dass ich dieses Geschwafel so ein bisschen abkürze. So gerade zum Ende einer Folge kann das immer mal wieder passieren, wenn relativ klar ist, was Sache ist und die Figuren einfach nicht aufhören zu reden. Ist aber auch einfach so ein bisschen dem Umstand geschuldet, dass manchmal eine kleine Babymaus hier anfängt zu rufen und dann muss ich schnell weg und will natürlich die Folge noch gebührend zu Ende bringen. Das kann mal passieren, aber auch ganz oft, muss ich aber einfach gestehen, finde ich es dann auch ein bisschen langweilig. Also wenn die alle Figuren nochmal sprechen wollen, nur um zu sagen, was jetzt passiert, ist auch irgendwie so ein bisschen, naja. Auf jeden Fall, wir haben ja in der letzten Folge Ren gerettet. Und haben dann mit Sid gesprochen und seine Terrorwarnung ernst genommen. Haben aber vor allem eben auch hier noch eine Nebenquest gefunden. Und genau das werden wir jetzt auch tun. Warte, jetzt muss ich gerade nochmal selber gucken. The missing exhibit. A bit ago, one of our exhibits was removed by someone. It's not a particularly valuable item, so it's likely just a prank, but I would like to ask for an investigation just to be safe. Museum Director, East Block. Alles klar. Wir können uns natürlich schon denken, wer dahinter steckt. Wer klaut denn immer Sachen, die manchmal gar nicht so von großem Wert sind und trotzdem nervt es alle, wenn es weg ist? Landing Port. Ach da, ich glaube, ich weiß, wo das Museum ist. Schauen wir mal, ob ich recht habe. Ich glaube, das ist nämlich hier unter dem... Hier links. Hier. History Museum. Tatsache, ich bin manchmal gut, ne? Okay. Wo ist denn der Direktor, mit dem ich quatschen soll? Bist du's? Ja, Tatsache. Hello there. How can I help you? Better yet, how can we help you? We're with the Bracer Guild, sir. Oh, excellent. I was hoping someone would come soon. Let's waste no time getting down to business. Alles klar. Yeah, sure. So, what was stolen? About that. Do you notice anything off here? Off? This is the airship gallery, right? Hey, now that you mention it, something seems to be missing. You're right, Estelle. There was a portrait of the Assay on this wall, as I recall. Now that you mention it, Chloe, I do remember something like that being here. Wir erinnern uns natürlich nicht dran, weil ich niemals hier drin war in dem Walkthrough. Sonst würde sich das alles noch mehr in die Länge ziehen. Ja. How could I forget? I saw the portrait myself while touring the capital. Guess we know why you called us now. The portrait of the Assay was stolen, wasn't it? Precisely that. I was there this morning, but around noon or so I noticed that it was gone. The scut was on the wall in its place. Ah, natürlich. Oh, beauteous princess and her loyal companions. The image of the proud white falcon has fallen into my hands. Should you seek it, then answer my challenge. The first key is in the residence of the aged general. Search the unlocker of time. Okay. Arrival at Burn Spreader. Genau, it sounds like Phantom Thief Bleu Blanc, alright? You guys told me about him, but I thought you were exaggerating. You already know who the criminal is? Now that's what I call reassuring. I have every confidence that you'll crack this case. We won't let you down. We'll be back before you know it. Okay, schon wieder vergessen, was es gesagt hat. Residence of the Aged General and Onlooker of Time. Also Onlooker of Time ist auf jeden Fall eine Uhr. Residence of the Aged General. Ich kenne nur einen Aged General, das ist General Morgan. Aber wo ist der in der Stadt, ist die Frage. Also das sind die Embassies und die Arena und die Sewers. Also hier wird er nicht sein. Vielleicht im Hotel. Hier ist das Hotel. Gehen wir mal da rein. Yo, 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 ist hier General Morgan? Harrison. Ja, das kann jetzt ein bisschen dauern, ne? Ich habe nämlich keine Ahnung, wo der untergebracht ist. Kann das sein, dass wir das verpasst haben? Ich gehe einmal hier durch. Hier ist einfach niemand. Aber nicht, dass der jetzt hier in einem Raum drin ist. Nee. Okay, hier ist er nicht. Dann wird er ja wahrscheinlich hier in dem nördlichen Block gar nicht sein. Oder was ist hier unten? Einfach ein Haus. Ne, da wird was stehen, wenn das wichtig wäre. Ich mag das übrigens immer noch, dass in den alten Trails-Spielen man einfach in jedes Gebäude reingehen konnte. Ich finde, das macht einen spürbaren Unterschied bei der Glaubhaftigkeit der Welt. Das wird später sehr viel, ja, auch nicht. Das wird später tatsächlich ein bisschen... ein bisschen nicht so gut. In der Kirche vielleicht? Sieht nicht so aus, ne? Hier vielleicht? Nee. Vielleicht muss ich doch mal in diese Häuser reingehen. Denke ich mir gerade. Hinterher ist es doch da. Hier vielleicht? Nee. The door is locked. Oh Gott. Ich glaube, ich habe bei so einem Rätsel noch nie so krass gehangen, oder? Sonst hatte man irgendwie immer einen guten Anhaltspunkt. Also ich weiß zumindest, glaube ich, um wen es geht. Hier vielleicht? General Morgan. Ja, das passt doch. Brauche ich nur eine Uhr. Okay, hier ist schon mal keine Uhr. Das sind so Sachen, ich glaube, man kommt viel besser drauf, wenn man halt nicht so wie ich, sondern wenn man regulär die Welt erstmal erkundet, bevor man die ganzen Quests macht. Und natürlich habe ich das in diesem Falle hier nicht gemacht. Tatsache. Okay, Glück im Unglück. Ich wusste zwar nicht, wo wir hingehen, aber wir haben relativ schnell das Haus gefunden, das ist richtig. So, the aged general is probably General Morgan. In that case, is this the onlooker of time? I'd say it's likely. We'll need to check inside. Still asked and received permission from the owners of the house to investigate the clock. Okay. Und upon inspection, they found a card stuck to the back. Wundert uns nicht, wir sind ja sehr gut. The second key is in the city. Seek the symbol perched on the ground. What? As we thought, why? Do you think something like that was in this house? Well, this guy isn't the type to harm people who aren't involved in his weird plans, so don't worry. Best to close up tight at night just in case there's any more mischief, though. Yes, of course. Yes, we'll be careful. Shall we continue? Ja, auf jeden Fall. Was war das jetzt? Oh Gott, next to in the city and the symbol perched on the ground. Also irgendwas auf dem Boden. Da wo ich gerade war, habe ich zumindest noch nichts gesehen. Hier sind auch nur normale Muster. Hier sowas vielleicht, so ein Gully? Nee. Müsste schon ein bisschen prominenter sein, oder? Also es muss schon auffallen. So, man kann über die Rätsel sagen, was man will, aber es ist jetzt nicht so, dass irgendwie plötzlich was aus dem Nichts kommt. Es ist immer was schon heraussticht. Jetzt nicht irgend so ein was war das? Ach, das ist so ein Typ. Wer bist du? Detus. Okay. Es ist schon immer was ein bisschen raussticht. Sowas zum Beispiel? Ah, nee. Da hatte ich gerade einen Knick in der Optik. Hier vielleicht? Dieser Vogel? Dieser Vogel! Tatsache. Habe ich überhaupt nicht verstanden, das Rätsel, aber offensichtlich ist es gut. The symbol perched on the ground, huh? This white falcon symbol seems suspect to me. The bird is the symbol of Liebe, so it would stand out. Let's have a look. Und da ist eine Karte. The third key is on the foreign maps. Examining the will of the Blue Knight. What? The Blue Knight. Is he talking about the Royal Guard? They do certainly wear blue uniforms. I think not. It says the foreign men, so I don't think the Royal Guard makes sense. The foreign. Okay, guck mal, das ist jetzt ein Anhaltspunkt, den finde ich sogar sehr, sehr schlüssig. Foreign men, also ausländische. Das bedeutet irgendeine von den Embassies hier. Blue Knight. Das ist aber ja, wobei, man weiß es nicht, ne? Aber muss ich da nicht sowieso rein? Nicht, dass ich jetzt irgendwie die Hauptquest ein bisschen weitermache. Let's check for... Ne, also ich habe 4 verschiedene Orte. Dann gehen wir da erstmal rein, okay. Hey, how goes? Huh? Zin, holy crap. Wasting time in Lieblingsreihen again? Something like that. Thought I'd said hello to Elsa and I have something I need to talk to her about. She in? Well, I haven't seen her leave, so I guess she's around. Oh, who's with you? Gotta ask, you know, policy. Oh, they're helping me with some guild work. I'm going to introduce them to Elsa. Oh, well, okay. They're with you, then I guess I can let them in. Okay, gehen wir mal rein. So, welcome to the Calvadian Embassy. Oh, do keep in mind that the embassy hall is Calvert soil. Calvert and Liebel are friends, but still, keep your nose clean, huh? You hear that, Olivier? And again, my heart is assaulted with errors. How little trust you have in me. Okay, dann gehen wir mal rein. Bin mal gespannt. Eine sehr schöne Embassy. Hier eine Botschaft. Oh, magnificent. Wow, this is the Calvardian Embassy. I didn't expect it to be quite so fancy. Yet it's a bit exotic as well. I really like it. Well, quite a few people from even farther east have settled in Calvert, you know. They've had an impact on our culture too. Anyway, Elsa's office is the furthest room on the 2nd floor. Alright. Zin? Hey, I'm back. But I'm borrowing a room, so I'll be in your care if that happens. Of course. I'll have everything squeaky clean for you. Okay. Jetzt müssen wir nach einem blauen Ritter Ausschau halten. Bis jetzt nichts, aber auch wirklich so gar nichts. This shelf holds the Doll Knight series. Muss ja eigentlich irgendwo da drin sein, oder? Ich lese das jetzt übrigens nicht alles vor, das dauert viel zu lange. So, ich glaube bei 3 waren wir, nehmen wir 4. Auch nicht. 5. Auch nicht. Das ist halt wirklich ein richtiges Buch. Das kann man, also so eine Kurzgeschichte mehr oder weniger. 5. 6. 7. Ich muss ein bisschen konzentrieren, sonst komme ich durcheinander. 8. Okay, hier war schon mal nichts drin. 17. Ich kreise das ein, vielleicht ist es einfach hinten irgendwie so drin. Wisst ihr, so als letzte Seite. 19. 20. Auch nicht. 21. Auch nicht. Ich glaube, ich verschwende hier mal Zeit. Ich hätte direkt in den 2. gehen sollen. Wahrscheinlich ist es genau in der Mitte oder so. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Da ist es! There's a card trap between the pages. Ich wollte schon sagen, the door has already opened. Join the dance of the Valorous. What? Okay. Absolutely is a foreign man's. And the Blue Knight is a character from the novel, I think. Geez, he's sure is detail-oriented. Anyway, I got a feeling that this is next one's the last of them. Dance of the Valorous. Well, now where could that be? Das könnte ziemlich alles sein. Oh, wir haben eine Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Geil. Ja, blablabla. Okay, hier ist es auf jeden Fall nicht. Dance of the Valorous. Könnte auch metaphorisch gemeint sein, ne? Also entweder sowas wie hier wird gekauft, vielleicht. Aber es macht ja keinen Sinn. Dance of the Valorous. Oh, guck mal, hier sind Tita. Oh, Estelle. Tita, take care of Ren. Yeah, leave it to me. I've got lots of places I want to go with Ren. Just don't get lost. Okay, good luck with your work. Ren, so this is where you were. Hi, Estelle. Hey, which stuffed animal do you like? I think the rabbit's pretty cute. Really? What a coincidence, I think that Bunny's the cutest too. Looking at these stuffed animals reminds me of Annalise. I wonder what she's doing now. Annalise? She's a bracer like me, but she's a lady who loves stuffed animals. I'm sure you two would get along, Ren. Will I get to meet this lady? She's out of the capital on work right now, but you might meet her at some point. When is some point? Tomorrow? The day after? I'm not quite sure. Aww. Ganz schön freches Kind. Arena könnte eigentlich sein, oder? Hä? Tatsache. It's unlocked? The entrance here should be kept locked as long as there's no show like the martial arts tournament. In which case, it seems that this is our goal then. Alright, let's get inside. Ja klar. Passt Dance of the Valorous, also das passt schon. Aber wo müssen wir jetzt hin? Wahrscheinlich einfach unten rein, oder? Dann wird geballert oder so. Nee. Ist euch mal aufgefallen, dass wir in beiden Spielen noch nie auf dieser Seite rein durften? Also wenn wir jetzt wirklich auf der anderen Seite reinkommen, dann ist das irgendwie unsere Seite. Finde ich ganz nice. Gehen wir mal rein. Ja, Tatsache. Wir sind wieder auf der blauen Seite. Okay, was passiert jetzt? The Grand Arena. Kinda nostalgic. Feels like we're here, like we were here just yesterday. Just standing here has me recalling the admiring roar of the audience. You were invited to the castle after you won the martial arts competition, right, Estelle? I wish I could have joined you on the field. Thinking about it, I was still pretty amateurish. But you know, once this whole thing is cleared up, I'd like to take part in the next year's martial arts competition, to test my own ability for one. Now that sounds like Cassie's daughter to me. I'd like to join in on the action too. I don't really feel like I'd have a chance against you, Zin. Well then, I shall sing from the seats to cheer you on, Estelle. I will serenade my love for you as mightily as I can. Pass. Oha, was kommt da? Monsters? This feels reminiscent of some old Colosseum games. The setting is certainly apt. It's a pity we lack an audience. Here they come. Oh, ich liebe diese Musik. Oh, schön. Was? Ich habe nicht getroffen? So, machen wir es kurz. Estelle, hau drauf. Bam. Tschüss. Also normalerweise wirklich kein einfacher Kampf. Man muss sich halt vorstellen, dass man eigentlich die ganze Zeit Eisattacken kriegt und dann eingefroren wird. Und dann kriegt man Lebensenergie abgezogen, muss die Runde abwarten. Es ist gar nicht so einfach, wie es jetzt aussah. Aber wir sind natürlich super mit, weil wir sind krass überpowered und warum nicht? What? What was that? It was like a magic trick. What a fabulous display. He's a fitting rival indeed. He's even weirder than I thought he'd be. Well, whatever. Let's check the contents. Yeah. Received portrait of the assay. There was a card stuck to the bottom of the box. My princess, my rival, and brave bracers. Did you enjoy the show I prepared for your rival? As I do not wish to upset the mood of our main role, it is time for the supporting actors to take their bows. I hope you will look forward to our next chance meeting. Some chance meeting. I wish he'd cut it out. But there's something curious about it. Main role, supporting actors? What does that mean? Now that you mention it. Oh, screw it, let's go return the photo to the archives. Ja. Can't thank you enough, Bracers. Still, why would that phantom thief fellow steal a portrait of the assailant? It certainly is lovely, but it's really nothing more than a simple portrait. It holds little monetary value. Well, he doesn't really care about value so much as he cares about pulling off a good prank or two. And it's probably our fault that the museum got wrapped up in this latest one. Sorry for putting you through all of this. No need to apologize. It wasn't your doing. And if anything, I'm very pleased with how you handled this. Excellent work. Ja, nice, cool. Haben wir getan. Ich guck grad mal. Okay. Ich glaube, das war's dann erstmal. Ich sehe noch was auf meiner Liste. Ich bin mal gespannt, ob das überhaupt nötig ist. Weil ich meine, ich hätte das noch alles. I bought a new rod to replace my old one recently. I'd been using the same rod since I started fishing, so I thought it was time for an upgrade. Now then, what to do with my old rod? My husband only uses blah. Hey, you fish, don't you? Well, some. How did you know? Well then, allow me to offer you this. Thank you. Cool. Okay. Ja, ich glaube, dann bleibt uns jetzt nichts anderes übrig, als mit der Hauptmission weiterzumachen. Genau, wir müssen jetzt wieder in die Calvadian Embassy, das habe ich gerade völlig vergessen. Wir hätten da eigentlich schon einen Teil der Hauptstory weitermachen können. Wir müssen uns jetzt ja nach diesen ganzen Drohbriefen erkundigen. South Block, wir müssen aber in den East Block. Da sind nämlich die beiden Embassies. Und was brauchen wir noch? Embassy, Grund, Castle Legal News Service. Die haben alle Bedrohungsbriefe bekommen. Und ja, wir müssen jetzt ein bisschen checken. War das hier? Sind so was gegangen? Nee, mit der haben wir schon gequatscht. Hier war das mit den Büchern. Ich war gerade irgendwie automatisch hier hingegangen. Ich schätze mal einfach, dass wir ganz oben hier rein müssen, oder? Sieht gut aus. This should be the ambassador's office. Shall we say hello to Elsa? Yeah, Ziggy. All right, let me introduce you. Huh? Yes, come in. Pardon us, Elsa. Und jetzt lass uns gehen. Verstehst du? Let it go. Witzig. Why Zin Vartek. Hello, come in. Last I heard you'd return to Calvard. What's an old dog like you doing back in here in Gronsel? Well, let's just say this old dog had a trick or two more to show off. I'll likely be here in Liebel for a while. As to be expected of an A-ranked bracer, I suppose. You never let up, do you? So, who's that with you? A pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. These are our assistants, Olivia Lenheim and Chloe Rins. A pleasure, Ambassador. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ambassador. The pleasure is mine. I'm Elsa Cochrane? Ich sag mal lieber Cochrane. Oder Cochrane. Calvert's Ambassador to Liebel. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though. I'm afraid so. Genau, und jetzt erzählen wir mit den ganzen Drohbriefen. The letter, yes. You're helping the Royal Army investigate the matter, then? Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something the Guild can ignore either, though. Would you mind helping us out? Well, I suppose. We're all stuck into this situation after all. What would you like to know? Well, to start with, do you have any idea who would have sent the letter? Like, does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact, or... Well, of course. Looking at one after all. Huh? Elsa, please. Try not to tease the kids too much, yeah? Well, the truth's in. I'm pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Erebonia enough for you to know what I think, huh? Well, yes. Still, Miss Bright, don't misunderstand me. President Rucksmith and das Parlament have already approved the pact. My personal feelings won't get in the way of my job. Right. Is there anyone else from Calvert who might have opposed the pact? Certainly. They're all tiny groups, though. And to be honest, there's no real reason to oppose it anyway. No reason? I don't quite follow. It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. It's simply agreeing to the statement, we shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. It's more of a declaration than anything else, but it is little more than a promise which can be broken without consequence, save a loss of face, no? Precisely. The worst it could do would be to rally other countries against the aggressor. Now, it's true that relations between Erebonia and Calvert have gotten even worse than usual over the past decade, so there's some value in establishing Liebel as a place where we can negotiate, but again, who'd bother opposing that? Yeah, doesn't really seem like the thing you'd send a bunch of threatening letters about. Well, Ambassador Cochrane, if you don't believe someone from Calvert is the perpetrator, then whom do you suspect? Well, my gut of course tells me to blame it all on the Erebonians, the militaristic Hawk faction specifically. But frankly, even they have that new engine on the line. They aren't so stupid as to cut off their noses to spite their faces. The new engine? Wait, you mean the one from their sale? Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvert and Erebonia. It'll happen right after the signing, in fact. Whoa! As to be expected of Queen Alicia. She holds both Empire and the Republic in the palm of her hand. Yes, I have to admit she's handled this masterfully. That cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generation of airship designs. And Alicia is practically handing it out so long as you sign this agreement and play nice with it and each other, at least for a while. Even the most testosterone-poisoned ninnies among the Erebonian hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance. Yeah, I guess so. Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low. Indeed. Sorry I can't be of more help. No, you were a big help. Just being able to cross suspects off the list helps a lot. Oh, speaking of which, though, we'd like to ask you about something else. Genau, und jetzt noch über Ren. Harold Hayworth, a merchant from Crossbill. Can't say it rings any bells, I'm sorry. He's never visited the embassy at least. Damn. Well, thanks. Do remember that Crossbill sits directly between Erebonia and Calvert, however. You may want to inquire at the Erebonian embassy as well. Okay, thanks, Ambassador, and thanks for being so open with us. You're quite welcome. I'm glad I could help. By the way, you said your name was Estelle Bright. Wouldn't happen to be Brigadier General Bright's daughter? Oh, you know Dad? Of course. The heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army and now the head of Liebel's Royal Army. I'd heard he had a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this. Well, I'm just kind of an inexperienced newbie myself still. You're off to a good start then, I think. We at the embassy have relied on the guild a number of times in the past. Should the time come again, I hope you'll aid us, Miss Bright. Well, if the chance comes up, I sure. Well, we see you around. Ja, das war doch mal ein bisschen ertragreich. Also wir haben zumindest schon mal ausschließen können, dass vermutlich, genau, ist sehr, sehr unwahrscheinlich, dass eigentlich von beiden Ländern der Bösewicht kommt, weil sie haben einfach viel zu verlieren. Wenn dieser Pakt nicht zustande kommt, dann kriegen sie diese Engine nicht, die sie haben wollen. Aber schauen wir doch erstmal, was die die erebonischen Leute dazu sagen. Moment, ich will mal kurz was trinken. Wunderschön. Hello, Bergen. You've been well, I hope. Olivier? Where the hell have you been? Why, I've been places. What's wrong? What's wrong, he says. We've been totally incommunicado ever since you went to Elmo. Major Vander's about ready to throw you out of a window. Wishes to launch me like a love rocket. Adorable. Olivier, did you seriously forget to tell Mueller and the embassy you were with us? When wandering the roads hunting for love, one must be discreet and secretive. Well, Bergen, may we enter? Can't say no to you, but who's with you? We're from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to ask the ambassador a few things, if that's okay. We thought we'd try having Olivier introduce us. Oh, okay. Well, there shouldn't be a problem with letting you in then. Nice. Ja, dann, welcome to the Erebonian Embassy. Do remember that the embassy is Erebonian soil, bla 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 bla, genau, wir müssen aufpassen, weil das ist immerhin erebonisches Land offiziell und Erebonian Embassy, okay, sehr, sehr fancy, ne? Okay, this is quite the building. Whoa, this place definitely matches the Calvardian Embassy in terms of fanciness. Grandiose and yet powerful at the same time. It's very imperial if nothing else. It is a stage upon which the Empire can parade its influence and power. Alas that the actors are unequal to the set dressing. You realize Lord Crane would hit the roof if he heard you say that? It's Mueller! Oh, my most bosom companion. It has been an age. Are you well, dear Mueller? It would be better if I could cut you in half and be done with it. I told you again and again to ensure you we're constantly aware of your location and you... but it is a tactic in the war of love. Did you know? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Still Bright, you have my thanks. Can only imagine the trouble this idiot's been causing you. Actually, hasn't been too bad, I guess. It's been really well-mannered, comparatively. Well, ignoring the lunatic, I presume you have business here at the embassy? Yes, sir. would like to speak to the embassy. Genau, und jetzt müssen wir das mit dem Letter. That letter, right. I've been somewhat concerned myself, but I'm surprised the guild is acting. This is a request from Brigadier General Bright and the Royal Army, I take it. Technically, yes, but we're trying to investigate it as neutrally as we can, you know? Nobody's guilty till proven, that kind of thing. Huh. Committable mindset. No doubt why he'd choose you. Very well. I shall introduce you to Lord Ambassador Craner. I suspect you'll find it easier to gain his trust if I do the introductions as opposed to a certain someone. Really? Thanks, Mueller. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, sir. Wait, you really have to have so little faith in me? You thought we had faith in you for this? If you introduced us, he'd probably want us to have us kicked out. Sorry, Olivier. Ah, the sting of being forsaken. The sting of the truth, maybe. Lord Craner is in his office on the 2nd floor. I shall go announce your arrival. Give me a moment. We'll wait then. Okay, tschüss. Und dann gucken wir uns erstmal um, ne? Moment. Noch mal kurz in die Flasche geguckt, wie spät es ist. Oh hey, it's been a while, Olivier. Are these your guests? Indeed. One could call them guests, but I'm more inclined to think of them as my soulmates. Our days spent together have been so tender, so sweet, I feel so merely call this forged love, this is blah 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 blah. Okay. Ja, bla 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 bla. Okay. Okay. Ich guck mal grad kurz. Hier noch irgendwas übersehen? Weil auf meiner Liste steht nur, hier ist noch ein Buch in der Embassy. Ich weiß nur nicht wo. Okay, in der Bücherei vielleicht? All the books in this room were published in Libel. To learn about someone's nation, start with her culture. You're free to read them, but please put them back where you found them once you're done. Oder ich kann es jetzt noch nicht. Oh Gott, ich muss mir echt mal angewöhnen, mit aufzuschreiben. Oh, komm mal. Lesen wir mal durch. Vielleicht gibt es auch wieder ein Achievement, so wie eben. Ich muss mir mal echt... Das Problem ist, ich habe es mir halt alles schon aufgeschrieben. Ich habe gar keine Lust, da nochmal dran zu gehen. Weil es ist ja Arbeit und da habe ich keine Lust drauf. Aber ich muss mir echt mal angewöhnen, da irgendwie dann noch einen Ticken mehr hinzuschreiben. Dann sparen wir uns ein bisschen Zeit, was halt bei so ausführlichen Spielen auch gar nicht mal so schlecht ist. Ne? Also normalerweise würde ich halt echt sagen, so ja, mein Gott, ist halt Teil des Spiels. Ist es ja auch und wenn ihr das privat spielt, könnt ihr es auch gerne alle machen. Aber so um es zu präsentieren, ist schon besser, wenn man nicht so lange dann da dran hängt. So, schauen wir mal. 7 und 8 und 9 und 10. Boah, das ist ein richtig langes Buch sogar. Und Final. Nee, diesmal gibt's nichts. Schade. Naja, so ist das Leben. Vielleicht ist hier noch was. Nein, 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 nein. Dunbuch. Okay, ja, vielleicht geht's aber auch erst nachdem ich hier drin war. Naja, gehen wir erstmal rein. So, this is the office? Wow. Indeed. Should we make our grand entrance and shock the ambassador into silence? You can totally cut you in half, you know? I apologize for the wait. Lord Craner will see you now. Let's go then. Welcome to the Erebonian embassy, guests. I am Lord Davil Craner, the duly appointed ambassador and the voice of the Empire in this land. I'm a star bright of the Bracer Guild, Zinvatek also of the Guild. I'm Clara Rins, second-year student at the Genus Royal Academy and assistant to the Bracers. And I am the servant of love and peace, Olivier Lenheim. You. I heard you'd gone missing in Elmo Village. Try not to worry Mueller further, Olivier. Or me, for that matter. Such a strict dressing down, much more and I'll have to lose my jacket. Setting that aside, you're here to inquire about the threatening letter, yes? What do you want to know? Okay, I'll be direct, sir. Do you have any idea who might be behind the letter? Is there anyone in the Empire who might oppose the signing of the pact? You are direct, young bracer. I appreciate that. I can tell you truthfully, however, that I can think of no such person. His Majesty is very happy with the pact as it stands in fact, and no one within the Empire would be foolish enough to gainsay his leadership on such a matter, of course. Yeah, I bet. So you think it's the work of someone outside the Empire, then? What other answer could there be? If you want my opinion, it's the opposition party in Calvat behind all this. Some silly ploy to make the president look bad, no doubt. Opposition, doing whatever it pleases. This is a perfect example of the fallacies of mob rule. I have to question that, your lordship. Don't get me wrong, our major political parties basically beat each other over the head anytime they can, but even if the pact fell apart due to this, I don't think anyone could blame it on President Rocksmith. Details. You think the mob thinks like that? All I can say for certain is that the person issuing these threats cannot be from the Empire. That should be more than enough assurance for you. Well, excuse me, Lord Craner. May I ask what Chancellor Osborne's opinion of the non-aggression pact is? What? Huh? Flawless reposite, Chloe. Who? The highest appointed official of our most glorious and august imperial government, the Blood and Iron Chancellor Gileath Osborne. His nickname comes from his personal motto, "Our nation's peace must be built on a foundation of blood and iron." He has overseen the expansion of the rail system as well as the annexation of several smaller states on our borders through less than diplomatic means. And next, wait, you mean he... Olivier! How can you criticize your empire's chancellor? Oh, but Davil, how was I criticizing? I simply stated the facts. But come now, it wouldn't hurt to be a bit more cooperative, no? We've already spoken with the lovely Ambassador Cochrane over at the Calvardian Embassy. She was quite helpful, you see. What? Why, if we don't have these people now, it will give them cause to doubt the character of Erebonia. That would be a tragedy, wouldn't you agree? My Lord Craner, there's no need to keep information related to this hidden. May I humbly suggest that being open in this case will not present a problem? You have a point, Mueller. Very well. To answer your question, Miss, Chancellor Osborne, like His Majesty, is most receptive to this pact. In fact, I hear he's actually the one who suggested His Majesty should sign it. Really? Huh. That's because he's looking forward to getting the engine, right? No, apparently he recommended it to His Majesty before any mention of the engine. If anything, I'm glad there is harmony at home over this pact. There's been no pressure for us to negotiate. Huh. Hate to say it, Estelle, but it's looking like there really isn't any chance it's someone from the Empire. Yeah, looks like that way. Ambassador, thanks a lot for answering our questions. See, it is as I said. If you're looking for the guilty party, you should look elsewhere. But one sec, if you don't mind, we have one more question. Genau, in Zwang wieder Berentpen. A most pitiable situation, the separation of Imperial traders to visit the embassy at times, but a merchant from Crossbill? I do not recall such a man, no. You familiar with this Hayworth Mueller? No, I've never heard of that man either. Really? This is starting to look kinda grim. To search at once for both a blackmailer and a lost child's parent sounds most trying. It may seem trite, but I do wish you luck, young lady. Thanks, Miss Lord Craner. Allow me to show you to the gate then. Okay, auch nichts wirklich... Ah, warte mal, ich muss auf jeden Fall noch dieses Buch finden. This book is banned in Erebonia. Who put this on the shelf? Crap. If Ambassador Craner knew... Ja, perfekt. Da haben wir es doch. Ich wollte schon sagen, es müsste doch eigentlich in der Bibliothek irgendwie sein. Wäre irgendwie komisch, wenn nicht. Okay. Thanks, Mueller. Talking with the ambassador was a big help. No, you don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything important, really. Besides, this is a problem affecting all our nations. We should be working together. Indeed. I do hope we can solve this. Olivier, you're awfully quiet. It's nothing. I was simply lost in a reverie for a moment. It doesn't concern our current business. Pay me no mind. Okay. Olivier, You'll be staying here at the embassy in the evenings while you're here in Gransel, yes? Ah, where else? I would not miss the chance to have more sweet dreams in your bed as always. What? Oh my. Stop with the jokes before you give the ladies too many ideas and images. Push those jokes too far and I may have to spare you upon the embassy flagpole. Oh, that's the direction I should approach from. You teach me more every day. Alternatively, I could just cut you in half right here. I'm fairly sure I could explain it to Lord Craner. That would be rather less lovely. Forgive the joke, my friend. So that's how you keep Olivia under control. Maybe I should write this down. That said, they match each other perfectly myself. That's a terrifying thought. Well, regardless, I shall pardon myself here. Good luck with the rest of your investigation. Thanks again, Müller. Okay, das lief super. Oder auch nicht. With the embassies out of the way, all that's left is the legal news. Hopefully Niall or someone will be able to help us. Hopefully she'll be off. Hä, stimmt doch gar nicht. Wir müssen doch auch noch zum Schloss. Ich bin doch nicht doof. Gransel Castle, ja, ich wollte schon sagen. Das wäre doch gelacht, wenn das jetzt schon alles gewesen wäre. So, huh? Say, you're the winners of the martial arts competition, right? Yeah, that's us. Thanks for your help back then. No worries. So what brings you here today? If you're here to see someone, that can certainly be arranged. Or did you just want to have a walk around the palace? That's okay too. Actually, I'm here in Bracer business today. Which is to say, hello Dan, Alex. Alex? It's been a while. Your Highness, Princess Claudia, we were not aware you'd returned. Sorry to startle you two. I'm afraid I'm here on business though. Still, and I have some things in the castle to attend to. Could you let us pass, please? Of course, Your Highness. By your command, my lady. Wow. Only slightly popular, isn't she? Think I'm starting to get why that Duke guy is so jealous. Und damit, now entering, Ladies Chloe and Estelle and their entourage. Open the gate. Nice. Direkt. Doppeltüröffnung. Please come in. Oh, thank you, you two. Well, Estelle, welcome back to my house, as it were. Come on in. Thanks. Gehen wir mal rein. Es sieht immer noch wunderschön aus, aber immer noch die dickeste Platzverschwendung aller Zeiten. Okay, time to nose around the castle a bit. So, obviously we should talk to Queen Alicia, both to ask about the letter and just say hi, but let's see, who else? Juliet's gone, right? Yes, she's currently at Leyston Fortress overseeing the refitting of the Assail. Well, that's going to make things a bit harder on us. She probably could have given us a lot of help with this mess. Who else could we confer with, I wonder? With Julia absent, I think our best bet is Hilda, at least concerning Ren's parents. If the Hayworths have ever visited the castle, she would know. Yeah, Hilda seems kind of some sort of castle to have some sort of castle sense about these things. So where would we find them, you think? Grandmother should be in her chambers at this hour, and Hilda, she isn't in the maid's room, they can tell us where she is at least. Good idea. Maid's room and the Queen's chambers, off we go. Aber das machen wir nicht. Denn ich finde, das ist ein guter Moment. Wir haben relativ viel geschafft. Wir haben Bleu Blanc wieder geschlagen. Wir haben tatsächlich auch einen Kampf drin gehabt. Es ist jetzt nicht so, dass wir nur gelabert haben. Haben sehr viel gesprochen mit den beiden Botschaftern der verschiedenen Länder und sind jetzt in dem Schloss angekommen, um auch hier nach den Drohbriefen und nach Rens Eltern zu fragen. Und ich denke mal, das ist ein dicker Erfolg. Und ich würde sagen, dass wir in der nächsten Folge dann endlich diesem Dingen hier auf die Schliche kommen und hoffentlich dann auch sogar schon so langsam Richtung Ende des Kapitels, denn ich glaube, das ist nicht so lang, weil der Ort einfach nicht so groß ist wie eine komplette Region, ist ja nur die Hauptstadt. In diesem Sinne, danke fürs Vorbeischauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss!